a pretty good fisherman. He catch that fish pretty good. I saw him catch 7 or 8 them fish over. And one of them was a big old fish.
Well, good morning, folks. It's Richard here. You know, I've talked to a lot of different people about fishing. I do every day. And there's no doubt in my mind that it has to be hereditary. My daddy liked to fish. My grandpa loved to fish. You either like to fish or you love to fish. It gets in your blood to the point where that's all you think about. Is it an obsession? No, not for me. Priorities always comes first. But when I get a chance to go fishing, I go. Nothing like it. And it don't matter what species. But today, I'm going to be focusing on crappie from the bank. Stay with me. Okay, let's make us a cast out here. I'm going to let this jig fall about 7 or 8 feet to start with, just to see if we have some crappie available right here, there, Elmo. There he is. He's a small crappie. Little black crappie, ain't that small. Quit. Nice little fish. Nice little fish. Let's let him go out. Let's let him go right here. Look at him. He didn't like that when I set the hook into him. They never do. Let's make us another cast. Now that fish is real deep. I'm going to say that fish is probably, 16, 17 feet, right there in that range. He was down in there a little deeper than I thought he would be this early in the morning, but water's high. Got a little color to it. We've had a lot of rain here lately. That fish hit very, 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 very light. There he is. Real light. If it hadn't been for that high-vis line, I wouldn't have never, ever felt that fish, and I'm not kidding about that. Come on in here. Little black crappie. Speckled perch in Florida. Sockeye in Louisiana. Calico bass somewhere else. Somebody told me that in a comment. But let's go back out here in the sun. I love to watch them swim off. Let him go. There he goes. He's going right back out there in that deep water. I'm just using a natural colored jig right here. Sort of a dark gray. Let's look at it right here. With a 1/32 ounce jig head. Making a long cast, letting it fall. Nothing to it. And then bringing it back real slow. Extremely slow. And that's it. Real simple way of fishing, nothing high tech. Look here, and I'm hung up right there in that thing. Golly, there we go. Letting it fall on a slack line so that jig can fall straight down to get in that certain little spot. There we go. Whoa. This is a little better fish right here. A lot better fish. Whole lot better fish. Come on in here. Quit. Let me It'd be real easy. Quit. Be real easy with this one. Golly, his head shaking like crazy. I should let him fight just a little bit more. God, they give me a fit sometimes. Get him out here in the sun. Now that's a good fish right there. Real good fish. And we're going to let him go. Go on back. Oh, he's confused. That way. Look at him. He is real disoriented for some reason. Huh. Let me help him. There he goes. Hey, it's that way. There he goes. I don't know nothing else to do but catch a nose. There he is. Coming up to the top. Where are you going? Head shape. The crappie flop. Alright. Real easy, real simple. Just take your time. That's the main thing about crappie fishing. It don't matter. Just take your time and enjoy it. Let's let him go. Alright. He's got his bearings a little bit better. Going back out in there, boy. Pretty things. The water's got a little bit of color in it. They've changed colors. You know, fish would do that. Normally they'd have a little bit more speckles on them. More dominant type specks, but the water's a little cloudy, so they get kind of a lot of white and silver on them. I'm using 4-pound test Vicious this morning. Just a 6-foot eagle claw rod and a Garcia Saran, which in my opinion is the best spinning reel I've ever used. This one right here I've had about 6 years, and it's still just as smooth as the day I bought it. They're just good reels. Let's catch us one. There he is. Right on that drop off, and that's a crappie, I can tell. Them head shakes. Love it. I love the way crappie fight. Pretty good fish. I like to handle them quit. Real gentle. Especially right here, their little jaw muscles right here is real weak. I don't want to unhinge his little jaws if I can help it. Let's let him go. All right, we're having some fun this morning. But there's something that's concerning me, and it has been since I've been here, and I hadn't been long, you know. I don't know why it's aggravating me, but it is. It always has. And I want to talk about it a little bit before we leave. The bite's getting pretty slow, so there we go. Another one. Now this one here is a pretty good fish. They just come straight up out of that deep water to the top and do the crappie flop. That rhymed, didn't it? I didn't mean it to, but it did. Come on back in here. Come on. Quit the flopping. Quit the flopping. Quit. Golly, boom. They give all they got. absolutely do. Let's turn him back. There you go. Folks, the first thing I want to say is, you know, I'm not a perfect person by no means. In fact, I don't know of anybody that is. Human beings, we all have our flaws, good points and bad points about us, and I'm not here to preach. I don't like my videos to be about that kind of stuff, because, you know, we all have flaws. But we have some beautiful water here in the United States, and we have the privilege to fish them with just a cheap fishing license, a few rules and regulations to go by, and we've all broke them from time to time. Either we didn't know or we're ignorant about it. You know, it's part of learning the sport of fishing. There's a lot to it, a lot of different aspects involved in fishing. But when the state provides a garbage can, it's right there for you to throw your trash in, and you have a short distance to walk there and just pitch it in to keep your environment clean. It's kindly a shame that folks would select just to throw it down and leave it. I don't understand it, and it's getting worse. This problem's getting worse. It used to be back in the 80s. You didn't see much of this. Now it's just getting worse and worse and worse, and I really don't understand it, because, like I said, we have some great fishing here. Not just in Alabama, but across the United States. Pollution, trashing places up. It's kind of embarrassing for me to shoot videos with a lot of trash. I pick up all the time. A lot of times I'll pick up before I fish. But I would just like to encourage everybody to take care of what you have. Our resources are very important, not only for us, but for our children and our children's children. I really mean that. But and remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good for you. Thank y'all for watching.